Welcome to Let's Talk Sport on YouTube, and this is a fan reaction to Manchester United beating Norwich City in the FA Cup 6th round, or the quarter-finals as they like to call it as well. So, well, as a Man United fan, that was stressful. That was, it was poor, wasn't it really? It wasn't great. It was a very bad game of football from us. I mean, I think the one word to review that game is relief. I'm just glad we're not out of the cup, because this is the one trophy I think Solskjaer can win as his first trophy for himself being the United manager. And if we had gone out tonight, that would have been really bad. You know, Norwich City, a team pretty much going down to the Championship, they've accepted that. I think they really were working on this game. They really wanted to get a result and head to Wembley for the semi-finals, because they played really well tonight. Norwich, I think poor Norwich, they didn't deserve that. Last couple of minutes, Harry Maguire getting the goal in extra time as well, after Igalo opened the scoring after 51 minutes, and then a fantastic strike from Cantwell 15 minutes before the 90 to make the equaliser. Was a fantastic finish, regardless of what people have been saying Harry Maguire should have stopped that from happening, or Sergio Romero should have saved it. It was a good goal, it was a good finish, something out of nothing, and it put Norwich back in the game. It actually, if anything, it got the game alive, because throughout it was so boring. And you know, for Man United, it was only a few days ago that they convincingly beat Sheffield United at Old Trafford 3-0. This time, though, it didn't feel like that. And it was, you know, I know Solskjaer made 8 changes, but I don't know. You could use that as an excuse, but I don't think that's an excuse. You can't use that, because at the end of the day, we've got players in that team, whoever starts, who are supposed to be wearing the badge and play their football. And they just kept trying things tonight, where it felt like they kept trying not different things. They kept trying to use the same system, which was to walk it into the box, which we saw that under Louis van Gaal at times, and it never worked. And what happened? Low scoring. I don't care if it works in terms of winning, but if you're only going to win by a goal each time, then that to me is not improvement. That to me is a bit of luck on the way, which is not the United way. And I don't know if Solskjaer, Carrick and Phelan are looking at that kind of way of football behind closed doors, because to me, I don't think it's going to work. The amount of touches, the amount of passes they had with the ball and then put it into the box, it was just not good enough. It was Norwich City, I think, were happy for them to carry on playing like that, because they read them like a book in defence. And the only reason why United won was because it was just a bad deflection off one of the Norwich players in a group of players right next to the goal line, and Maguire was in the right place at the right time, tapped the ball in, and it was easy. And it didn't really, you know, the result will say more about the game. It'll say it was close, and it would actually say that Norwich didn't deserve the defeat. We were very close to going into penalties, and if it had gone to a penalty shootout against the goalkeeper of Tim Krul, which, for any of you Dutch fans or Norwich fans or anyone who knows Tim Krul, he is scary in penalty shootouts. If anything, he's probably the best goalkeeper right now when it comes to penalty shootouts. And I was worried. I honestly thought they could win just because of Tim Krul. And I think he deserved man of the match. I was watching the game on BBC. They said it was Harry Maguire getting man of the match. But normally a winning team would get it. Obviously, a man of the match. But Tim Krul deserved it for me. He made so many saves tonight, and he kept them in it. And he would have been man of the match if Norwich had won the game, no doubt about it. So for me, I was for a moment thinking United were going to go out of this cup. So not a great result, really. As I said, it's relief. They're into the semi-finals. It'll be a new day, of course, when that game comes along, which is not until July. Plenty of time before that fixture takes place. We don't know who we play yet. Still have FA Cup games coming up, but we got Brighton away in a few days' time on Tuesday night, which Brighton, if we all can remember, our last 2 visits to the Amex Stadium has never been good for us. We've lost both occasions, so need to improve. I'm sure there'll be a lot of changes, of course, to the starting lineup ahead of that game. But yeah, United, worrying. Need to sort things out. Some people commented and said that Bruno Fernandez didn't play very well. I think he did what he had to do. He can't do everything on that pitch. It might have been his worst performance, but I still think he did alright. his shots weren't great. A lot of them went over the crossbar, which was like watching Darren Gibson on an off day, which was every time he played a match for United. But oh well, he scored a few blinders in his time at Man United. But for Norwich, that's it really. I think for them, the only thing they've got going now is the Premier League and fight for survival, which, when you look at that table, there's not many games left for them to turn it round, and I think they are for sure going down and will finish rock bottom. So overall, Norwich City, you've been robbed there. I think you deserved a lot more. Man United need to wake up. We need to wake up. I mean, it's great to see. All I could say is that it's great to see Ighalo score again. He has scored in every start for United. I think it's 4 starts and he has scored in all 4. I might be wrong with that stat, but Ighalo, right place, right time with his goal in the second half. But that's the only plus you can really take from it. Another mention is Jesse Lingard. What did he do? What did he do in that time he was on the pitch for? I did nothing. I know it's his first game back since the restart, but he was shite. I don't think Jesse Lingard's got much left for it at United. I think he really is hanging on by a thread. I don't think he will be around for much longer. If he stays for another season, I don't know if I'll be surprised, but I think this is the time for Solskjaer to be a bit cruel and just use that kind of management at Jesse Lingard and say, look, the future's not hit with you here being at United. So that's another negative. But overall, Man United, we got the win. We must play better. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.